What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Boomer's Blades. So, hope everybody's having a good Sunday. I was actually productive today. I cleaned out my garage. Uh, if any of you guys have been on my channel for a while, you know I purchased a home about a year ago. The garage never got cleaned up. It was horrible. I was able to do it. Came inside after a hot morning, and I installed a bidet. That's right, a bidet. Man, tried it out right before I jumped in the shower, and it was awesome. All I heard was in my head was so fresh and so clean, clean, clean. Anyway, if you don't know what a bidet is, it's something to clean your hello after you're done doing your business. Now, why did I install a bidet? So that I can save money, so that I can buy more knives. And by installing a bidet, I'm able to save some money on this. Now, I want you guys to know that I bought this with my own money. It wasn't given to me. It's not a pass around. Anyway, so enough of that. Enough with the bullshit. So, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. So the video I'm making today, I should have made about 2 weeks ago. I wasn't sure. My problem is I'm very honest. I'm very outspoken. I say what I gotta say, without hesitation, without thinking twice. And being that it's a YouTube channel, I try to be always honest, but I try to be more professional, I guess you could say. And the reason it took long is because I have some negative about how I purchased this knife. I actually spoke with the JC Mountain Jar today on the phone. We're on the phone for a while. We talk quite often, actually. And I said, man, I really don't want to make this video. I bought this knife in the secondhand market because they no longer make them. And the son of a bitch kind of screwed me over. Kind of. So the knife had been on eBay for a couple months, and I watched it, and it's not really my first pick, but Jesus, let me unplug that. Always something going on, but I can make, or have made. I know a couple guys actually that can make some scales for it. This was actually the very first knife that I wanted when I first discovered Jack Wolf. It's a 2023 model, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah, June of 2023. So this is the Bazooka Pink. I did do a short on it. So I really wanted the Gunslinger Jack Ironwood Hand Satin, which is scales are wood. I fell in love with it, but I have not been able to get it. There was one on eBay. I did not have the money at the time, or not enough, or no extra, so I should say. I had money, but it just wasn't extra money. So I bought this. I messaged the guy back and forth. We went on for, I don't know, a few days, maybe a week. He was kind of persistent. I let it go for a little bit. I knew I had to wait till payday, and I actually have the texts on my phone. Hey man, you want to buy it? Are you going to buy it? Are you going to buy it? Just kind of went on, and yeah, I'm going to get it. So I made him an offer, and I messaged him, and I messaged him, and I asked him, is it complete? Because he didn't have pictures of the canister. He had a picture of a microfiber towel. I didn't see a POG, stickers, nothing. So he said it was complete. I said, okay. So I said, I'm going to go ahead and bid for it. And I'm going to put this price, and I'll let you know. So I bid for it. He accepted. I asked him if he could please send it priority mail. He did send it priority mail in an envelope. So the packaging was the first start of, it comes in a box, a black box, and I know you guys have seen them. It came in an envelope, which could have crushed the box. It's just I was the knife was as described in his defense, but just the packaging alone, no pride. In other words, he had no pride into sending it off. I think he was just more worried about the money. I recently sold a knife, and it did not have a box. I made it a point to find a box, bubble wrapped it up twice in bubble wrap, and send the guy. The moment I mailed it off, he asked me to do it priority, and I did. The moment I send it off, I send him a text and said, "Here's the routing number so that you can keep track of it." Because if somebody's gonna fork out 150 bucks, they want to know where their knife is. Or even if it's 40 bucks, it probably shouldn't. It's irrelevant, but still. Anyway, so I get the knife, and I'm excited. I'm tracking it. It was 3 base, so of course. The pog was at the very bottom, so for a minute there, I thought there was no pog. The microfiber towel is not even the right one. It's supposed to be an orange one, which I did order one and be here tomorrow. And while I was at it, I ordered a couple of Jack Wolf slips. They're not very expensive. So one, I got the wrong towel, and two, it is torn in several places. Um, I text him a few days afterward. He says, "Oh man, I didn't know it was torn. I don't know how you don't see that." In all honesty, when I pulled it out, the knife was wrapped up, and this is what I got right here. He just ruined the whole experience of opening a Jack Wolf for me. So I guess I'm telling you this to you guys: be careful when you get stuff on eBay. Um, I ordered the original one. Now, if I was to ever have to sell it, I'd want to sell it complete. Um, so I ordered the orange one. I'm not gonna use it. I'll probably use this one. Uh, oh, he admitted that. Yeah, I guess I must have sent the wrong one. He said. Um, I don't know how you mistake orange from orange to gray, but anyway, I wasn't there, so I can't say. So, you know, like I said, I've had it for a few weeks, uh, and it did have the clip on it, but I did not. I wasn't gonna take it off, and after about a week of fidgeting with it, which I do a lot, this is it. I start to notice. I just redid it because I took off the pocket clip, but the blade was no longer centered, and it had blade play, so it was loose. Just a bad experience all the way around. Good knife, but just bad experience in regards to the purchase. And anyway, so I figured out if I take off the pocket clip, which I normally do, I can put it on my Jack Wolf slip joint slip, which it fits good enough. I did order two more in black, so I can switch. And I have an extra one of these, so being that it's a little thicker than the sharpshooter, I'm sorry, that's not the sharpshooter. So I made this slip a while back. Um, it'll just a little thinner. So anyway, this one I made it for this. So it's got the gray with the gray, the black, and then the blue in the back. So it kind of matches. I thought that was pretty cool. I really wanted to learn how to make slips so that I can make my own and customize them. Um, I did work on some this weekend, and they are getting better. These are pretty nice, and I got to put the stamp on this. I kind of worked on them last night, but I put handmade in the USA, and that's it. I'm not gonna put anything else. Not everybody wants a wolf or a letter on there, but I made these last night, and then I'm working on some smaller ones. And you gotta burnish them and, you know, rethread them or thread them. So I ended up with the Bazooka Pink, which is fine because it really doesn't look pink. Ironic for a guy who never liked pink or purple, ended up with pink and purple knives. But again, Jack Wolf makes him look, Ben Belkin makes him look really good. So the Gunslinger Camel Carbon Bazooka Pink um, is an awesome knife. It's a bolster lock on ceramic bearings. Camel Carbon Bazooka Pink, I already integral bolsters and frames, V8 bead blasted titanium. I love the titanium on here. It looks good. Uh, it's it's got titanium, polished titanium Torx and hardware. The pocket clip recess plug for clipless carry included, which I did that. I like the fact that it's blue here. The older ones he did that. The newer ones, like the Diamondback Jacks that I have, I took off the pocket clips and they're okay too because they're like a gray. They kind of match the bolsters, but I kind of like the offset deal that there's nothing there but the piece of blue and it goes with the back. Um, its close length is 4.12, blade length is 3.23, cutting edge is 2.86. Scale to scale is 0.46, and then it says 0.58. Blade stock 0.12. It only weighs 2.9 ounces, very light. HRC 61, of course, they're made in China with American materials, and the tube art is Sean Tiffany. Let's look at the tube. Tube is pretty badass, actually. You guys have probably seen them, but because this is an older knife, but I just kind of wanted to. I actually like the sharpshooter tube a whole lot better. It's got prettier colors. And it, you know, I found the Pog. Just a bad experience, all in all. I didn't want to give out the guy's name or anything. I didn't want to. He might have not done it on purpose, but just the fact that he really didn't care enough to take pride in sending it off. I mean, it could have been worse. I could have not gotten one. The cool thing about it is that it glows orange. Let me turn off the light for a second. Maybe that'll help. Sorry about the. I don't know if you can. Well, it's kind of hard to see in the. But it's a real light, real bright orange actually. It's kind of hard to see it on film, but yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I kind of want to get a purple light for my room. I know I said that a while back and forgot about it. Um, so the pocket clip will probably stay off. Now, what I like about this one is compared to the newer ones, the pocket clip sits a lot lower, which in reality I did use it with the Diamondback Jack Purple Haze slip until I tried it on this, and I really didn't want to stretch it, so I took off the pocket clip. I prefer no pocket clip, but this one wouldn't have bothered me so much because it sits a lot closer to the scales, which is pretty cool. It's kind of a low profile deal. So, and I don't know, it's now that it's off, it's going to stay off, but I mean, I could have stayed with it. This is the one I would have left it on if I was to leave one on. Now, I've had the Tango for 7 days now, and I've carried it every single day, to include this one. And of course, I carry my case knives. It still need to. When you retighten it, you take them apart and you redo them. It takes a little bit to get the drop of the action back. I guess that's what you call it. So and I haven't really used it because you're supposed to leave it like 48 hours. It's been maybe 24 hours, and I've messed with it a little bit, not much, trying not to play with it. So on the Tango that I've had for a week, this is what it's done to my fingers. I don't know if you can see it. It's from flicking it. This is just pure flicking it. Now, there's a way to stop that. Actually, there's two ways of stopping that. One, quit flicking the shit out of it, which, and I'm not exaggerating. I could probably, because I can, there's times where I drive for 2, 3 hours and I'll sit there and I'll flick it for that amount of time. Just constant, just, I can do this all day. And I don't know if it brings joy or calmness to me. I find it very satisfying to just sit there and play with my knife. Now, the way you can prevent that is stop flicking it 1,000 times. If I hadn't already said that, then I thought, well, you know what? Because it's a fun knife. I mean, it's a great knife. I cut some cardboard today, man. It went right through it. Like I said, I was cleaning my garage. It went through it like nothing. Like butter. It's crazy. These knives are stupid sharp, just stupid. Just I did take the pocket clip. I actually, when I made the video on it, I took the pocket clip off, and then I thought it looked goofy, so I put it back on. But I kind of gave it this slip. It doesn't really go with it, but it's probably the best one I have for it, and it fits pretty good. And it fits pretty good with the clip. I come to find that if I take off the clip to make it a fidgeting toy, you actually, it's better to grab. It's an awesome. All the Jack Wolf knives are awesome, man. I love every one of them that I have. I haven't come across a Jack Wolf that I don't like. When these first came out on Friday the 13th, I had seen them, of course, a week or two before. The guys that do get them for free get them a few weeks before, and so I get to see the videos. And I wasn't sure if I was going to get one. It looked kind of small, but it actually fits perfect in my hand. It contours, or my hand contours to the knife, or the knife contours, whatever. It holds perfect. You know, it's got this little grabbing part here that just nestles right in my hand. Very comfortable. They're good knives. Like I said, the knife is awesome. The gunslinger is awesome. I'm okay with the camo pink. I am gonna have some scales made. Hopefully here in the next few weeks. If he does make them, I'm gonna have him make a few of them, maybe 2 of them, just for this one. I really wanted the wood ones, and I think it'll look pretty cool, you know, in wood, a wood finish. It's a good knife, man, all the way around. The only bad thing was the experience of the getting it. I mean, you know, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, but if he would have just told me, hey, man, I'm going to send you a different microfiber towel, and it's ripped, well, it's got, you know, little rip marks on it, I still would have taken the knife because I wanted a gunslinger, period. I love the gun stock pattern. I think they're very unique, different, awesome looking knives. Just I love the pattern, like the Trapper pattern. That's why I get the Diamondback Jack. This one I honestly just really got because it was a drop Jack Wolf knife, but I do like it. You know, I could have gone without getting one, but it's nice. So anyway, let's see here. So that's pretty much it. I lost my train of thought. It's ironic that they look, yeah, it's about maybe about an inch, about a half inch shorter than the sharpshooter, but it fits perfect, and I like that they both fit in there though. I prefer these slips just because they're light. They're light. I like the feeling, and actually, I want to start making. These are good slips that I make. They're thick vegetable leather. You can put more than one size of a knife. It's a little bit wider than your free Jack Wolf. I'm making different patterns, but I do like this really thin material So I plan on buying some and making something compact like this as well. I have made a few. This one's pretty damn near close to it, but it is vegetable leather, as you can see. It kind of, and this one I made brown and black, and I messed up on the. Usually the ones that I screw up on are the ones I get to keep for me. So I kind of looks like the wolf is moving, but I put black on one side, and actually I had made these little bands here crooked, and I realized that hey, I should have gone one more hole up. I made the marking and never made the hole. I was in a rush, but I fixed it because it was bothering me. It was kind of offset. Um, but yeah, just stuff like this that I've been making. But I do like the Jackwolf slips, and I do want to get this material. It's not. I don't know if it's real leather or not, but it feels like it. Doesn't smell like it, but it's very thin, compact, good in the pocket. But this one fits good in the pocket too, though. Because like I said, I carry about 5 knives. I mean, I got a knife channel, and I'm a knife collector. I can't walk around with just one knife. The moment if the subject comes up, and like, yeah, man, I'm a knife collector. Well, how many knives you got? One. Like, kind of silly. So, I think everybody in the knife community carries 2, 3 knives. I kind of get silly and carry 5. Yeah, yeah, 5. The more you carry, the more you got to worry about. You got to babysit them because you're always trying to make sure that you don't lose one, and that's the bad thing. But I had made this was one of my first slips that was pretty decent. The guy that taught me how to make slips gave me some tools the other day, which thanks for that. He was pretty impressed with these slips. He actually liked them, which this guy can make purses, wallets, I mean all kinds of stuff. He's just very talented. Got a lot of experience in the leather works. I'm new to it, so they're not perfect. Some of them are perfect actually. You know the lines are good on this one. This one as well. I've made other ones that are really good, and as time goes, I'll get fancier and they'll look nicer, and um, I have a good time making them. I don't know if I mentioned, but you can get, and I have some the electrical shrinking little deal. You can put it on there, cut it, heat shrink it, and then you have a little cushion. Now, without the clip, it seems to, if you don't manhandle it, uh, you can actually do it. Without, it's they're pretty bad, dude. Look at that. I mean, I just ripped the hell out of them. But and this is literally from just doing that um, over and over and over, and it's just something that I enjoy. Now, of course, with something like the Diamondback Jack, you can Spidey flick it. You can roll it up, whatever you call it. I just this way, it's a lot easier. On this one, you don't have the option on the Tango. You don't have. Jeez, it won't close. I might need to loosen it up. Well, I've already let it pretty much dry, so I'm just gonna leave it. It'll break in again. Um, Great fidgeting toy. Good user. All my knives are users. There's not one knife that I just have as a display. There's a few knives that I've discovered. I want to get a Benya Custom. Well, that one I didn't discover, but that one, when I'm eventually I'll get one, and that'll be a user as well. I don't care what I spend on them; they're users. I don't use them hard. Donnie B all day. If you check out his videos, he's got some good Jackwolf videos. He's got other videos as well, but I mainly check out his Jackwolf. I don't think he has any case knives. This guy will go and cut and just all kinds of stuff, man. These are cutters. They're users. They're just beautiful pocket jewelry that are users. Very good users at that. These knives are awesome. I'm hoping to get a few knives here in the next week or so. I've been wanting to get that. Was it It slipped my mind. Jesus, are you serious? QSP exclusive, I think. There's I want to get a little mini Kaiser. There's different ones, little at a time. It does take funds to do it, and when you buy these, you can buy two or three of these, but you're done for the pay period if you buy two or three of these, and that's basically what I've been doing. But I do need to get. There's a lot of other stuff that I want. This was pretty much it. Now there's one more that I want that's still on the market. It's an older knife. It's called the Benny. The Benny is really cool. It's camel carbon. Don't want to get the blue one. I guess if I had to, I'd get the orange and brown one, but I prefer the blue one. So hopefully I can get one maybe next week or so. And then I'm gonna go with traditional. I'm gonna go with just traditional knives, and I I probably will be getting the monthly drop if I can. And the good thing about it is, even if you don't get it on the drop, you still you can still get them afterward. They don't all just disappear like that. Let's face it, they're not very cheap knives. Worth the money to me. And if you've never had one, give one a try. And that's pretty much it, man. I think it's gonna be a small video. I got other stuff to do, guys. I'm at 294. I had 295 subscribers. All right, who unsubscribed? Just kidding. I have 294 subscribers. I thank each and every one of you. I love you guys. The channel's nothing without you. Again, I'll always be as honest as I can, whether it's about a knife or whatever the subject is. I try to keep it on based on knives, but every once in a while. Oh, before I forget, jeez, I almost forgot something very important. So a buddy of mine at work. Anyway, you see how my mind works? I'll always be honest with you guys. That's the main thing. Respect is earned, not given. I'm a true believer in respect. I respect you guys, and the way I do that is by being totally honest with you, whether it's about a knife or whether it's about something else. You guys know that I'm not very computer savvy. I'm trying to learn how to do watermarks to give you guys better videos. Eventually, I'll buy me a GoPro. As I get more into it, I'll spend more money on it. But before I leave, I want to show you something very special that a buddy of mine loaned me, and I'm gonna clean it up for him. And if this ain't Texas, man, I don't know what is. Look at this. I can't zoom out. This is this is old school, dude. I don't know if you ever seen Clint Eastwood, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Being this a 44 Magnum and clean. What did he say? Cut your head clean off. You have to ask yourself, do you feel lucky? What do you, punk? And if you haven't seen that movie, man, that's an awesome movie. Anyway, it's called the Marshall. I looked them up. It's missing a lot of the bluing. I can't re-blue it, but I can clean it up, make it look nice. It's a 22. I really don't know. I think it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a 9-shot? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a 9-shot. I'll be damned. I do have 22 shells. I do not own a 22, but I used to, and it was a long rifle, and you can't use either or on this. So I'm dying to shoot this thing. It's a double action, which is ironic because old guns like this were single action. And the difference is single action, you could only go, this one you can shoot like this. And when I was doing that, my buddy's like, oh, you're going to mess up the pin. You cannot mess up the firing pin on a revolver. You can mess it up on an automatic because the pin actually strikes something. This one, on a revolver, the pin strikes nothing but air. So you can't break it. Another thing, look at the size of that firing pin. That's not going anywhere, man. This is an awesome something good to clean up, man. I'm excited. I worked on some knives this weekend, and I still got to work on them some more. But I'm excited to. It's High Standard Manufacturing Corporation, Hamden, Connecticut, USA. So it's a USA gun, man. That's awesome. It's got W105. I'm assuming that's the model number. It's the Marshall. It's a 20. You can barely see where it says. Let me see if I can zoom y'all in so y'all can check that out. The Marshall, 22 caliber. 22s are good guns. Now they don't have a lot of knockdown power, but they're for the people that make fun of them. Which gun do you want to get shot with? I don't want to get shot with any. So whether it's a 22 or a 25 Raven or a Sundance, a little Derringer, I don't want to get shot with anything. So, anything can kill you. A pencil can kill you. So, not a lot of knockdown power, but a lot of fun to play with. This is real good for shooting cans or scaring off. If you live out in the country, and I can't do the trolling thing because I used to carry a revolver for years. A 4-inch barrel, model 65 and a 686 blue steel. The bull barrel, the model 65, I've had two of them. They're bull barrels, which means kind of like this, big barrel. And it's not loaded, guys. Don't worry. Trust me. They're just cool. Revolvers are awesome, man. You can throw this thing in the mud and pick it up and it'll fire. It's not like an automatic. An automatic you got to keep very clean. Even if it's a Glock, I have a Glock 22. I have a couple guns, few guns, but the rails start to get hot as it ejects the shells, and if it's dirty, if it's too oily, the slide will get stuck, and that's one of the reasons. Or you could have like Blazer generic ass ammo. Anyway, that's pretty much it, guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Be safe, and I'll see you on the next video. Keep your knife sharp, and always keep a roll of this next to you or by your side. You never know when you might have a little emergency. And don't look at me like that. Everybody does it. Everybody does it. Even Joe. But I don't think Joe can remember to wipe himself. Anyway, you guys have a great weekend. Keep your knife sharp again, like I said. God bless you, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.